Dun 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 dun. I'm a dinosaur. Ah! Check out my new airbrush holder, guys. Today is cool. I'm gonna paint Jurassic Park logo on a shirt with a name and stuff, but I figured it'd be cool to have a little dinosaur guy sitting. So here he is. So first thing I'm gonna do is turn on my projector, which I should have already did, but I didn't. So I'm doing it now. So I'm going to project the silhouette style, just black and white, because that's going to be easier to see. But then I'm going to make it like stony and rocky and like cool, perhaps. We'll see what happens. Let's turn some music on. Dum, dum. Or not. Let me get my logo straight, put it where I want it to be. It's too big. Right about there is probably good. Figure out why my music isn't playing. There it goes. All right. Let's project it. Dun, 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 dun. First, I'll make sure it's lined up. I like going down like this so I can see exactly where things are going. That looks good. I need to use gray, not black. I was about to ruin my whole shirt. Can't see my paints. Gray will do it. A nice solid coat here. Just gonna roughly trace everything. Just gonna outline. Most of it I like to do visually. You know, like looking at it and stuff. Like I'm not tracing all these teeth, I'm just getting an idea of where they are. Just want a basis to speed it up. That'll be fine. Let me get this circle too, because circle's kind of hard to visualize a perfect circle. And the square, I'm going to put the name in the square. The rectangle. I'm sure it's hard to see what I'm doing right now, I'm sorry. I'm not going to copy the Jurassic Park font because I don't want to. I'm going to do some graffiti letters instead. I think that's good. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that'd be good. I'm gonna keep the projector on for a minute so I can kind of reference like this a little bit. But let me pull my other logo back up. This is kind of the feel I'm looking for. I'm gonna just put a solid gray coat on it, and then I'm gonna come back with like the highlights and the shadows. PSI levels I'm painting at, the pressure I'm painting at is probably around 50 or 60 or so. It's a little higher than it needs to be right now, but it doesn't bother me. A higher PSI makes your paint flow a little more smoothly, so you don't have too much difficulty with it. The thicker the paint, the higher the PSI you need, the higher your pressure you need. This was a fun commission prompt. I got it like only a couple days ago, and I wanted to jump on it because it's really, I was excited to paint it as soon as the lady asked for it. It's going to Canada. I gotta keep referencing. I'm looking over my shoulder at this the design. The neck seems really thin right here to me. Oh, it's because it's a rib cage. The actual dinosaur would have been like big. I get it. I always wonder like how far off our impression of dinosaurs is. Everyone's talking about like feathers and stuff on dinosaurs, and I don't believe it. I'm not buying it. Dinosaurs had to look cool, not like giant chickens. A lot of little bars going on here. Let me see what this looks like. Little bones. Just want it to be close. That'd be fun. Now instead of doing like a super perfect, precise metal bar here, I'm gonna make it like a rough stone circle type of deal, so that I don't have to be super precise with it. You know what I mean? I'm making it bumpy on purpose. Go ahead and hit the bottom too. Same with this box. I'll make it like a broken stone. I have like a little piece of chip hanging out. Yeah, that'll do it. Alright. Now, this needs some refinement. I know it's kind of goofy. I think I'm done projecting it. Let me turn off the projector. Get out of here. So I can zoom in on this guy. So that's what that's supposed to look like. Whoa. We got a bunch of bones sticking out, rib cage. I'm going to kind of make it up on my own. And it's going to be so dark over here because of the background of the dinosaur that it doesn't need to be really detailed. Talk a lot about just tricking your eyes into seeing what you want them to see. Let's get some teeth, some tooths. I wonder if dinosaurs grew teeth back like sharks did. I bet they did. Like sharks do, as if sharks don't exist anymore. I don't know what kind of bone that is. I want to get the long teeth first, kind of get the scale down. That one's way too big. Any paleontologists in here? Sharpen up some of these lines because they're going to be used as the final outline. Paint this weird forehead bone. Refine this. Is this the eye? Which one's the eye? Eye? Why is there 3 holes in his skull? There's so much I don't know about dinosaurs. I got a reference. I don't think it's the same dinosaur. I think that will be good. I'm not worried too much about the detail here because it will be done in white. When I get to the end, it'll be like highlights. I don't want to paint the name in white like the logo because honestly it would just be difficult to make solid white letters. I'm going to instead paint it in black. I'm going to do it in black. I I kind of want to do it now. So I'm gonna. What is the name? What am I writing? R-E-V-E-C-C-A. R-E-V-E-C-C-A. I'm gonna keep the letters simple, like not super. What am I trying to say? Well, not grungy, but they're gonna be cool. Should I use black? No. I'm gonna do them in. What am I gonna do, guys? See, we have gray and gray. I want to use gray for the letters, but I also want a darker gray. Maybe I can just do them lightly in gray and then do a darker gray on the outside. That's what I'll do. R-E-V-E-C-C-A. Where'd my music go? Why is my music stopping? Continue playing the music. That's not working. Okay. Let me. Let the therapy begin, he says. That's funny. Glad you find this therapeutic. I do, honestly. Can I be honest? I had a stressful morning, guys. Stressful morning. I don't know if I need to get into details about it, but it's nice to finally be out here and be painting, because it really does keep my mind off everything else. It lets me focus back on what it is I enjoy doing, what it is I'm kind of good at, so I can just let my mind wander. Talking to you guys is nice. It's just a good feeling to be able to come out and be creative and do what it is that you enjoy doing. Rebecca. Not Rebecca. Rebecca. Alright, that will be fine. I wish there was a little bit of room between this E. I don't like that E now. Now I gotta fix it. I want to make sure I do this in a good order. Let's put some of these palm tree branches down here, like a big rock or something. A volcano, that's what I need, a volcano in the background. Is there a volcano in Jurassic Park? I know there's 13 movies. I'm sure they put a volcano in one of them. I don't know if I've seen all of them, actually. Okay. I'm gonna take a break from the background for a second. I'm gonna put this sandy beach background, not beach, but the sandy color back here. I did not mix my airbrush paint. You can see there's a yellowy color and then a brown color. It's because this has probably been sitting for a month since I've used it last, or at least a couple weeks. That's alright. base coat. Just bust out the darker brown. Get some shadows going. But you have 3 stations of airbrush. It's honestly just because I wanted like a space to sit and paint without like these being in my way. And then I just had more. I don't know. They're not really meant to be stations, but they do end up like categorizing the colors. Those are my fluorescents, and then like least used, most used, whatever. They move around a lot. When I get to the new studio, I'll find a whole different way to do it probably. This is gonna be fun to do some of this texture back here. So I'll play with it for a second. Gonna be neat. Let me. Do I have a favorite design or style? That's the thing about me. My favorite thing changes a lot. I think that's why a part of being an artist kind of in isolation for a while is that I keep changing it up. Keep exploring different types of artwork myself, different styles of artwork. And right now I really like just graffiti letters and styles in general. I've been playing more with abstract shapes and things. I've always painted letters. My job kind of revolves around painting people's names and letters and stuff, but finding an excuse to do other stuff is nice. And taking the same rules and fundamentals that are used in graffiti letters and applying them to things other than letters is really neat. So I don't like the term abstract art because of the things that kind of pop up in a lot of people's heads, but it really is just abstract art that has been fun to paint. Not painting an object necessarily, but painting math. Math in the form of art. I've been finding excuses to add more detail to stuff lately. Bust out the siphon or the gravity fed airbrushes and whatnot. Really play with highlights and shadows. I've been working on my 3D shading and whatnot. Sometimes I'll spend the extra time on a graffiti piece lately and like really add some depth to the letters and get the 3D blocks and stuff just right, or at least close to right. In my walk with lettering, what I'm trying to do now is really get good at making the 3D lighting and stuff happen really quickly and really accurately. That's something that I want to add into every piece. So in order to make that practical, give me the time to add it to every piece, I got to be able to do it real fast. So I've been practicing that. Let me see what this reference looks like. Yeah, not really. I mean, they don't really have, I can't see it, it's not super high resolution, but I want to put like cracks back there, you know? Move, invoice. Bam. I'm gonna be careful, I don't want it to look like the dinosaur's eating a crack. Eating crack, lol. Eating anything, you know? Can you save this live? Yes, I will save this live. Unless like something catastrophic happens and I'm too embarrassed. Then yeah, I'll post this. I'll probably put it on YouTube also. I'm going to try to start posting more stuff on YouTube. Not every video needs to go everywhere, but some of the topical ones like this that I can be like, hey, painting a Jurassic Park logo or whatever. Like, I could put that somewhere else too. Before I get too crazy with the detail and lighting and stuff, let me add some just base texture with my clothespin trick. I'm gonna get close and be careful not to make a big mess with the splatter. How much time do I put into my social media content? That's a good question. Let's see. The video that I posted today was an 8-minute long IGTV video. I set aside that hoodie to paint yesterday, knowing that I was going to put a little extra time into the recording of it, make sure that I took good camera angles and whatnot. I recorded it with my glasses. These make everything a lot faster. These Snapchat specs. I literally just wear them and record from it. So I can only record like a couple seconds at a time though, so it's not like I can live stream from them. But it really makes it easy to think about what I'm gonna paint, use both hands, hit a button, and then be able to paint for a minute and capture footage that way. So it took me probably twice as long to paint the thing because of all the time that I spent making sure to get good angles and whatnot to paint with. And then I probably spent an hour today editing that 8-minute video. And I mean, that's the majority of the social media work that I do, other than doing live streams like this. I spend most of my time just taking small snippets and whatnot lately. But the goal is, and I guess the major question here is how long does it take to produce good content? And what I mean by that is like tutorial videos and stuff that I'm trying to find time to produce. Full-length videos that I'm talking and explaining things, not just rambling while I'm painting. Those take a lot of time and a lot of effort, a lot of energy. For a 20-minute video that I've posted many of on YouTube, they take all day long to edit and film and everything. So if I want to be intentional about it and do a good job, it would be a full-time job. Easily far longer, far more time spent editing and preparing the video than painting anything. But I go in seasons of working hard, editing and pushing social media, and then not for a while and back and forth. It all depends on everything else going on in life. I really enjoy it. The dream is to make a living off of the social media, YouTube content, ads and videos, and maybe even classes and stuff like that. I would much rather make a living teaching people how to paint and whatnot than painting boring stuff. I've said that many times. And this kind of thing isn't boring. This is one that I was like, awesome, I get a cool job. This is going to be a fun one to paint. People are going to want to watch this. I'm going to want to put detail and time into it. This is the kind of stuff that I want to make a living from painting. But I don't want to charge so much for a shirt like this that it pays the bills. I should be doing a lot more work than painting this one shirt today. But if I put all the time necessary into making this into a nice video and editing everything out, then this is all I would get done today. So I have to make money off the ads, and I have to make money off the videos, and I have to, grow a Patreon and stuff like that if I want to be a full-time social media artist type of guy. And that will take a lot more work than I'd currently put into it. The new house, the new studio, the new setup there will help with all of that. It'll be designed with that kind of thing in mind. And hopefully it'll work out. But I'm patient. That's the major thing. I'm patient here because I've been painting shirts for a long time. It pays the bills. I'm not in a position where I need to hurry up and make a big bunch of money off YouTube. I'm just going to casually, as it comes, and as I grow my skills and my ability in making videos, I'm going to hopefully be able to slowly replace some of the time that I spend doing maintenance work and website work with doing video work. I figure if I continue to produce content, if I continue to enjoy it, and you guys continue to enjoy it, then inevitably it will become the major source of income, the main source of income. So I'm working on it. So that was the longest way that you could possibly answer a very simple question. The truth is, I spend as much time as I can, really. Let's highlight some shadow. A wise man once said, highlight your shadows and shadow your highlights. Thank you, Adamuk. How am I seeing the comments at the same time I'm painting? I just got my phone right in front of me on a chest mount, or like it's like hanging from my neck on a little magnet mount, so I can look down and I can see everything. It's a little difficult to paint with this thing on my neck because I can't get as close to the shirt as I would really like to. Name. I was saying name. This is called the Omni 3000 airbrush. I go over that a lot. I want to, now what do I want to do here? Add some texture. I'm going to need to add some black shadows. I wish I had a diluted black with me. Right now I just have full opaque black. Let's try it. This might be dangerous. I'll try to shadow this dinosaur. What's the time in my country? 3:45 p.m. in the afternoon. I'm in the US, the East Coast. I'm in Virginia. New York time. I'm liking these hard shadows. That'll be good for the moment. I think we're going good. Started off kind of iffy. What are you talking about, man? Just kidding. Well, most of my stuff starts off kind of iffy, and I end up saving it sometimes. I'm still thinking about these letters. Here, we're just gonna do the outlines in gray. We'll see. We'll learn together. I'm not super happy with this E. I think I said that already. It remains true. I can play with it with the white, especially since this isn't going to be real solid colors. It's going to be like rocky, textury, crumbly, grungy type of stuff. Then I have a lot more room to like layer paint and come back and play with things. If it was super smooth, like I was doing a nice, solid, smooth yellow coat on something, then you would see every little imperfection. But because I'm adding texture on purpose, I'll be able to hide a lot of these first lines and these inner little sketchy lines and stuff. I'm not worried about those at all. It doesn't need a whole lot of adjustment, but that E is just too... Ouch! Man, that airbrush is sharp. It's too short. And like, goofy looking. It will be okay. We're talking about that you teach this work or not. I teach like this all the time in live streams. But yes, I'll also be doing classes soon. I've been talking about those classes. I haven't talked about them a whole lot recently because it just seems like things keep on changing and things are up in the air. They're definitely going to happen. Working on content, and they're supposed to be happening very soon, but I've already talked about it so much. The timeline keeps on changing, and I know it frustrates me a lot. So I assume that it's frustrating to you guys too, to like have a plan for me to say I'm doing this thing and it's going to happen now and this time and whatever, and then it doesn't happen at that time. It'd be better to just not give you any information than to give you incorrect information. So I'll say yes, classes are coming, but for reasons beyond my control, I'm not sure when they're coming. But I will say they're going to be awesome. Every reason that they've been delayed has been because the quality of the platform that they're being hosted through is being improved. It's not just another like class platform that already exists. This platform is changing a lot of things and doing things a lot better. It'll be the most like an actual in-person, cohort-based, community-driven class. It's changing the way online classes are being made, and it's really awesome. I'm excited about it. But I guess it just wasn't quite as ready as everyone hoped it was. So they're adding some last-minute improvements to the thing, and you know how web development and game development and whatnot works. Everything just gets pushed back a little bit. it's all a guess to when it's going to be done, and we guessed wrong. But it's going to be cool when it happens. I'm back. My phone just tried to update itself in the middle of a live video. I feel like that was pretty rude. Hopefully it didn't drop connection. Alright, texture. You're not doing anything important. Let's update your phone right now. Do I keep a sketchbook? I honestly don't. Well, I would say ever. I don't ever just draw on paper. I'm not bragging about that. I wish I did more, but in the last several years, I just have not had a physical sketchbook. If I have an idea, I come out here and I either paint it with actual paint, or I grab my iPad and I go to town. I should have connected that, not made it a separate line. But yeah, I got an iPad Procreate gallery full of little sketches and things, all my practice art and whatnot. I said earlier that I've been playing with 3D effects and stuff, making sure to get faster at lighting and shadowing and shading and rendering three-dimensional objects. So that's what my sketchbook is full of right now. When was the last time I messed up and had to repaint a shirt? Like last week, probably. Sometimes I'll finish a shirt and I'm just not happy with the layout or the balancing or something. I do take pride in my work, and if it's not up to my standards, I will redo it instead of sending it out to somebody. That's the price I pay for never sketching anything and like starting with a mock-up. I do everything straight on the shirt for the first time, and sometimes it doesn't work out the way that maybe I hoped it would. But in the long run, I save a lot of time by just giving it a shot right in the beginning rather than sketching everything first always. I much prefer to just do it and then hope that it works. And then redo it if I have to. Wow. Is your son interested in painting? Yeah, Noah, he loves to come out here and play with the airbrushes. He's a little young to like be good at it or anything, but here's some of his artwork now. He tells me that when he grows up, he wants to paint shirts like that, so. As of now, yes, he's interested. Poor dude has not been feeling good the last couple of days. Let's texture the letters, texture the brick. You can barely see the little speckles, but they're enough to be like, hey, there's a speckle there. Alright, these letters need a little bit more love somehow. Static Rerun, thank you sir for buying a badge. I see you. Appreciate your support, Ram. That is what I'm talking about. Alright, get my camera straight. Let's highlight these things. When will be the next live, he asks. Probably I would say maybe tomorrow. I won't make him go more than a week. I'll at least do one once a week. I know that. I try to do one every couple days. I never plan it though, it's not like a scheduled thing. Maybe one day I'll start planning them again and like have content laid out. Thank you, bag customs. Bag of customs. Do you customize bags? I appreciate it, man. I love these comments coming in. Do you paint custom shirts? Yes, I paint custom shirts. If you do want to order a shirt, my store is linked in my bio, in my profile. Just send a message to that Airbrush Customs account that I'm associated with. That's my business. But I try to handle all the messages for custom stuff. Business inquiries, as they say, through the other page, so that I can kind of separate work and personal requests. But if you got a cool project like this that you want to paint, then let's do it. I think I'm pretty much done here, guys. What do you think? I could spend hours going into all these details and stuff. But at some point, I just gotta call it done. Maybe a little bit more highlights. Maybe I should do something around the outside. Around the outside? Maybe I shouldn't though. I think I'll just leave it the way it is. Well, then I'm going to call it done. Do you like a dinosaur? I think it's pretty great. Sorry, I'm weird. I'm going to let Dinosaur hold this. Maybe. And I'm going to go. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. I love you. And I will see you very soon. Goodbye.